A frozen Lake Mendota is the focus for thousands of people this weekend at the 6th annual Frozen Assets Festival. Chris is tracking freezing temperatures today before lots of snow tomorrow.
Donald Trump's worst nightmare is a candidate that will bring people in from the middle.
Plus, Wisconsin got 2 mentions on stage at the Democratic presidential debate overnight. We'll tell you what the candidates are saying as they make their case to New Hampshire voters ahead of Tuesday's primary.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Chris and I both happy to be with you this morning. If you're missing Keely, you can still get your Keely fix tonight. She's filling in, staying up way past her bedtime. I don't know how she's going to do that.
Well, she will make it work somehow, that's for sure.
And you've been feeling a little bit under the weather, so thank you for being here today, and thank you for keeping your distance.
No problem. You know, it happens. It happens. But the people are important when it comes to impactful weather, and that's exactly what we are tracking headed into tomorrow. Already we do have an alert day in your forecast for Sunday. That's for moderate to heavy snow that's likely developing early in the morning and lasting through the early part of the afternoon. Area-wide, we're talking 3 to 8 inches of snow throughout the viewing area. The 3-inch will be closer towards the state line, 8 inches will be closer towards the Dells and points toward the north. Now, if you see some flurries out there this morning, it is not a big deal. This is not the onset of that snowstorm. We are still about 20 hours away from the start of that next system. But it is hazy out there and cloudy. The temperature 21 degrees. Winds coming out of the north and east at 6 miles per hour. The wind chill down at 13. Janesville not able to report a temperature at the moment. 23 in Monroe. You work your way up towards Viroqua. That's where that temperature is at 19. Viroqua is also one of the places where we're more confident in seeing at least 6 inches of snow. That is why there is a winter storm warning there. Everywhere that you see in the pink is under a winter storm warning. Those blues are winter storm watches. They have a good probability of seeing 6 inches there. We're just still waiting on some additional confidence before those get uploaded or updated rather. And then everything that you see in the purple, those are winter weather advisories where we are highly confident in at least 3 to 4 inches of snow. I expect those advisories to be expanded just a little bit south and east to include places like Janesville and Walworth counties over towards Milwaukee sometime this afternoon.
At least it's happening on a Sunday, right?
It is on a Sunday, so the morning commutes won't be impacted. Folks who are out early Sunday morning, a lot of church services, those things will absolutely be impacted tomorrow.
So get your groceries today.
Yes, I will be doing the same.
Well, maybe we shouldn't have given everyone that idea then.
True.
Well, thank you, Chris.
My pleasure.
Well, first this morning we head to New Hampshire, where 7 Democratic presidential candidates hope to end the week better than it began. After Iowans, New Hampshire voters are the next to cast their ballots in the first primary contest this election cycle. CBS News correspondent Skylar Henry shows us how the candidates made one final pitch to voters there and gave 2 shout-outs to Wisconsin.
All of us have been saved.
Pete Buttigieg and Bernie Sanders met face-to-face on the debate stage in New Hampshire after their neck-and-neck finish in Iowa.
The biggest risk we could take at a time like this would be to go up against that fundamentally new challenge by trying to fall back on the familiar. Politics, it says it's my way or the highway.
The way you bring people together is by presenting an agenda that works for the working people of this country, not for the billionaire class.
Sanders has criticized Buttigieg, saying the former South Bend, Indiana mayor's campaign has taken money from billionaires. Former Vice President Joe Biden addressed his lackluster performance with voters so far.
I took a hit in Iowa, and I'll probably take a hit here. No matter what, I'm still in this for the same reason.
Electability. Who can beat President Trump in November remains a key theme.
Donald Trump's worst nightmare is a candidate that will bring people in from the middle. I would submit that is me.
Biden mentioned Friday's firing of a White House national security official who testified against President Trump during the impeachment inquiry.
Stand up and clap for Vindman. Get up there. Who we are. That's who we are. We are not what Trump is.
Inconsistencies and result delays following Iowa's caucuses have raised the stakes for Tuesday's primary here in New Hampshire.
We're the Democrats. We should be the party on the side of hardworking people.
Donald Trump is not the cause of all of our problems, and we're making a mistake when we act like he is.
That's right.
The candidates will continue to campaign across the state all weekend. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Manchester, New Hampshire.
Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar was the only candidate to mention Wisconsin during the debate, which she did twice. Once when describing how her mom wanted to become a teacher in Wisconsin when she grew up, and once when attacking President Donald Trump. She said his Republican tax bill is hurting dairy farmers in our state. President Trump plans to hold a campaign rally of his own in New Hampshire this Monday. The next Democratic debate will be February 19th in Las Vegas. That debate could be the first to include Mayor Michael Bloomberg because the DNC says candidates will no longer need to meet a certain number of donors to qualify to make it on stage. This opens the door for the 77-year-old billionaire who is self-funding his campaign and hasn't hit the previously required donor numbers. Speaking of Bloomberg, the former mayor of New York City is opening his 2020 field office today with a little star power. Michael Douglas, who is known for his roles in Wall Street, the Kaminsky Method, and more, will be in Madison this morning to campaign for Bloomberg. This is Bloomberg's second field office in Wisconsin. The office is just across from the Capitol on South Carroll Street. Wisconsin's primary election is still 2 months away, but if 2016 repeats itself, we could be looking at another high voter turnout. Back then, 49.4% of Wisconsinites turned out to vote in the primaries, making it the second highest voter turnout of any state, according to 24/7 Wall Street. New Hampshire beat out Wisconsin 4 years ago with 52.4% primary voting rate. Hawaii came in last with just 4.6% of people there voting. This weekend, City of Madison officials are inviting you to watch a routine test of the equipment that they will be using to count votes on Election Day. This happens before every election, where the city clerk's office tests each individual voting machine to make sure they accurately count votes. The public test will happen at the Public Library on East Washington from 9 o'clock this morning until 4 o'clock this afternoon, and then again on Monday. Governor Tony Evers is ordering flags to be flown at half-staff today as a sign of respect for Milwaukee Fire Department firefighter Darren Superman Jones, who unexpectedly passed away on February 1st. He served that community for nearly 30 years. More local news now. An investigation determined Madison police officers involved in a deadly police shooting last year on Raymond Road acted in compliance with the department's use of force procedures. In October, officers responded to reports of an armed man shooting a gun outside of an apartment building. Officers say the man, identified as Dean Thomas, came at them with a gun, ignoring multiple orders to drop it. That's when officers fired their weapons and fatally shot him. The officers involved were also cleared by the district attorney back in December. And in Rock County, no officers will be charged in the shooting death of 23-year-old Monte Penning. This shooting happened in December in Beloit. Police say Penning pointed a gun at them, causing 3 officers to fire a total of 22 rounds in return. Penning was hit twice in his chest and once in his left arm. The medical examiner determined the location of the bullet entered and exited his arm, and that was consistent with the fact that Penning had his arm extended towards officers. The Dane County Sheriff's Office is still looking for the public to help it uncover what happened to the veteran killed while jogging in Blue Mounds. Earlier this week, detectives were trying to speak with the owner of a truck that was seen in the area at the time of Nicholas Day's death, but they've determined that person was not involved. Madison Area Crime Stoppers is now offering a $1,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest. We now know the gender of the person in Dane County with coronavirus. Officials from Wisconsin's Department of Health Services say it's a woman now in isolation at her home. In a news conference Friday, they told News 3 she is doing well. In addition to that case, officials are monitoring 13 other people for the coronavirus. Of those, 5 are still waiting on their test results. 8 have had the results come back negative. Officials also stress that ethnicity has nothing to do with your chances of getting the virus. They say travel is your biggest risk. Meanwhile, health experts also say the number of people infected with the new coronavirus is minimal compared to those affected by the flu. NPR reports there are as many as 5 million severe flu cases worldwide every year and hundreds of thousands of deaths. As of this week, there are 19 million flu-related cases, which has the CDC concerned about a double-barreled flu season. That's when 2 strains circulate, meaning you could get sick twice. Madison's UW Health had the most non-directed kidney donors in the country last year, meaning people stepped up to donate to 28 total strangers. But that doesn't mean they just affected those lives. The donors started chains of donations that helped more than 100 patients in 18 states get kidneys. One of UW Hospital's surgical schedulers made the choice to donate his kidney after hearing the excitement and hope from donors and recipients he makes appointments for over the phone.
Just the reactions, just knowing that I could hopefully improve somebody's quality of life and be that kind of person for them, it was more than I could ever ask for. I feel lucky to be able to have this opportunity, to be quite honest with you.
Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., our Amanda Quintana will show us why some believe Wisconsinites are so generous and how popular donating an organ to a stranger is becoming. If you're looking for a little staycation, now might be the perfect time to take one. This is the first weekend of Madison's Hotel Week. Right now, you can enjoy discounted rates of $75, $100, or $125 at some of the city's best hotels, including the Edgewater, Hotel Red, the Hilton Madison, Monona Terrace, and Hyatt Place downtown. You can take advantage of the savings through next Monday, the 17th. We want to give a special shout out this morning to one of the most important people at our station that you probably have never seen. Executive Secretary Marlis Lindstrom is the person all of us call whenever we run into a problem or just need to order some makeup. Well, she retired yesterday after 38 years here at News 3. Marlis didn't want anything special, but that didn't stop a dozen of her relatives from flying into Madison to surprise her. Marlis was paged to deal with a problem like she often is, and here's what happened.
There can never be this many people. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm worth this.
She is most certainly worth this. Marlis started here as a receptionist. Now she's an official retiree. Congratulations, Marlis. Hope you are not watching and you are sleeping in this morning. Time now, 8:11. The sun has just come up on the start of sturgeon spearing season here in Wisconsin. Here's a live look over the Capitol. Chris is tracking your forecast just ahead.
Download the Channel 3000 app today.
From a diamond engagement to a diamond anniversary and everything in between, we shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to. At Diamond Select, we also fix, reset, and remake jewelry too. Diamond Select in downtown Stoughton.
Go in the snow plus MPG, your Subaru Ascent from Don Miller. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and 27 MPG highway, the Ascent will get you through in great shape. It's the roomiest Subaru ever. The Ascent has third-row seating and space for 7 or 8 passengers. The 2020 Ascent Premium. Lease from only $319 a month, 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, $19.99 due on signing. No security deposit. Don Miller Subaru, west on Odana or east side, High Crossing Boulevard, Madison.
Don Miller. Our retirement plan with Voya gives us confidence.
So we can spend a bit today knowing we're prepared for tomorrow.
Wow. Do you think you overdid it, maybe?
Overdid what?
Well planned, well invested, well protected.
Voya. Be confident to and through retirement.
April 18th is National Piñata Day, but you don't need to put on a blindfold and hit a papier-mâché unicorn to get stuff you want. Just become an AARP member. Your AARP membership comes with access to more of what you want, like learning about the latest tech, health tips, nights out at local restaurants, help planning your getaways, and more. So take off the blindfold and join today, because, you know, it's easier without the blindfold. There's lots of stuff in there, and today could be your day to explore it. Learn more at aarp.org/more.
Spend more time on your health, not your drive to the gym. Anytime Fitness has 40 area locations, so they're close to home and work. Get more strength training, more cardio, and more coaching at Anytime Fitness. Join by February 14th and get the month free.
My dad proudly served his country.
Oh, thank you.
He did a lot of hard stuff.
Hi, you guys. Good to see you.
So I wanted to make his life easy with the Jitterbug Flip. It's got big buttons and a large, bright screen. And after his recent fall, I know Great Call has his back.
One touch immediately connects him to 5-star agents who will get him help in any emergency, big or small.
Who's the old guy? Oh, it's me. That's you.
Now get more minutes with new rate plans. Available at Best Buy or Rite Aid.
From a diamond engagement to a diamond anniversary and everything in between, we shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to. At Diamond Select, we also fix, reset, and remake jewelry too. Diamond Select in downtown Stoughton.
News 3 Now First Alert Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We're waking up to a blanket of cloud cover out there, and you've probably heard us talking about chances for some snow all week long. That is certainly the case. But if you see any flurries out there today, this is not the system that we have been waiting for. That comes our direction tomorrow. So there is a chance for flurries today, heavy snow to come, and then the question is whether or not we actually stay active as we go through the days ahead. Let's go ahead and get focused on tomorrow, because today's flurries, well, they won't be all that big of a deal. But we do have winter weather advisories in the purple. This is where we are more confident in seeing at least 3 to 4 inches of snow. You work your way towards the pinks and these dark blues. These are winter storm watches and winter storm warnings. Those winter storm warnings are where we're confident in at least 6 inches of snow. The winter storm watches are where it's possible to see 6 inches of snow. We are still trying to work on the confidence there, so stay tuned for updates into the afternoon. Here's our system right now. It's impacting parts of the Intermountain West. It's going to be zipping our direction as we go through the rest of the afternoon, tonight, and into tomorrow. Let's go ahead and get ready to time that out for you. These flurries will not be a big deal. We'll see those temperatures top out into the upper 20s and low 30s for those highs moving into this afternoon. Sky's actually clear for a little bit overnight. 4 o'clock in the morning, here comes the clouds. By 6 a.m., those first rounds of snow are moving into the picture. And I want to mention something. This is not going to be the type of snow that kind of starts out all light and then it picks up as we go through time. It's going to start heavy. You're going to go from nothing to probably 1 to 2 inch per hour snowfall rates like that. So be prepared for that as we go through your Sunday morning. The snowfall actually sticks around through the late part of the morning and then the early afternoon hours as well. One of the things, though, that happens later on in the afternoon as some drier air begins to move in. So the bulk of the precipitation is going to be in the morning. By the afternoon, we start to dry things out. But here's that probability of seeing at minimum 2 inches of snow. A little frame of reference here. Once you get above about 50%, you have a decent chance of seeing close to that amount of snow. We are at the 90 to 95% chance of at least 2 inches. Now that 4-inch probability of snow, we are sitting right on that line from about 70 to 80 and then 70 to 80%. So that's going to be a good bet for seeing about 4 inches of snow. The 6-inch probability, notice that's focused more towards the north and west, and that is why our forecast snowfall totals are focused highest to the north and west. But that's not to mean 3 to 6 inches of snow won't be impactful. We're looking at 3 to 6 inches in the Madison area. As you get closer towards Janesville, Beloit, that's where I expect those totals to be a little bit less, closer on the range of 2 to 4 inches, 1 to 3 south of that state line over towards Racine and Kenosha counties. It's going to be moderate for driving. Remember, I said snowfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour. Walking will be impacted, and clearing, it's going to be a heavy, wet snow, so you're going to have to use that extra strength while shoveling. You also will run into that risk of your snowblower jamming up just a little bit. But then if that's not enough, a lot of the models went away from this idea recently, but overnight, I've seen a little bit of a trend towards the potential of an accumulating snow event Wednesday into Thursday. I'm going to keep the chance for snow in the forecast. We will see how that trends as we go through the rest of today. But for now, the alert day Sunday is the most important day of the forecast that I want to make sure everyone is aware of. Temperatures stay wintry through the rest of the 10 days.
And the bright spot here is no snow today, because there's a lot of stuff that's happening on the lakes that we want to tell you about. If you see people running on Lake Mendota this morning, there's a special reason for that. The Frozen Assets Festival continues with a 5K run on the lake, curling demos, and s'mores roasting. The festival doubles as a fundraiser for Madison Lakes. Last year's event raised more than $150,000 for the Clean Lakes Alliance. Head to our website for a full schedule of events. The Wisconsin Union is also giving people a reason to play outside. The Winter Carnival tradition is already underway. Today, you can still get your pictures by the iconic inflatable Statue of Liberty on Lake Mendota. The tradition started back in 1979 as a prank by a student political group. Today is also the start of sturgeon spearing season. The Department of Natural Resources says the season opened at sunrise today. Experts say there are parts of the ice on Lake Winnebago that are 8 to 12 inches thick, but there are also sections that are only 4 to 5 inches thick. The season is expected to run the full 16 days. Time now, 8:18. The countdown is on to the Ultimate Survivor Challenge, and Netflix has a new show that's being likened to Stranger Things. Plus, the Academy Awards are tomorrow, but first, our Will Loper is sharing the films he'd give an Oscar to in this weekend's 3 Things to Watch. Trending news is just ahead here on News 3 Now this morning, Saturday.
Enjoy more at Three Bears Resort in Warrens, Wisconsin. Awesome indoor and outdoor water parks for all ages, plus mini golf, arcade, and laser maze. Easy to get to, just north of the Dells. It's the best value out there for family fun. Visit threebearsresort.com.
He's thinking recliner, you're thinking sofa. It's okay. Everyone wins at the President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture. 25% off unadvertised items and sale items marked down even more. This sofa for just $398. This bed just $298 with base. This Sealy Posturepedic mattress for only $394. And did you know you get free shipping with no minimum? And most items can be in your home in a week. Plus pay no interest for 4 years. The President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Month after month, I'm doing it all. The supplements, the veggies, the water, but I still have recurring constipation, belly pain, straining, and bloating. My doctor said I could have a real medical condition called IBS-C.
From my recurring constipation and belly pain from IBS-C, I said yes to Linzess.
Linzess treats adults with IBS with constipation. Linzess is not a laxative. It works differently. It helps relieve belly pain and lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements. Do not give to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling.
I'm doing it all, and I said yes to Linzess. Ask your doctor about Linzess.
3 days only. Shop the biggest appliance sale of the year at Grand Appliance. Save on early President's Day price drops and combine with Grand exclusive rebates to get an extra 5% back. Plus up to $500 in friends and family savings. Get a deal no competitor can match. February 6th, 7th, and 8th exclusively at Grand Appliance. Shop grandappliance.com or a store near you. Grand Appliance and TV. You make it home. We make it grand.
The 27th Annual PBS Wisconsin Garden and Landscape Expo, February 7th through the 9th at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Information and advice spread among lush green plants, colorful flowers, vibrant designs of spring, and delicious bounties from home gardens and Wisconsin farms. Plus the all-new Nature Cat's backyard and a visit from Nature Cat himself. There's something for everyone at the PBS Wisconsin Garden and Landscape Expo.
There's more to enjoy at Three Bears Resort in Warrens, Wisconsin. Skip the crowds, sit back and relax while you watch your children safely play from almost anywhere in the water park. Perfect for weddings, family reunions, or special events. Visit threebearsresort.com.
Let's take a look at what is trending this morning. Fans of Stranger Things will want to hear about Netflix's newest show. I Am Not Okay With This. No, that's actually the name of the new superpowered teen drama. The show follows a teen navigating high school, family, and her mysterious new superpowers. If it reminds you of Stranger Things, it is from the same producers. I Am Not Okay With This starts streaming February 26th.
This is 20 years in the making. Season 40 is the season that you want to win.
The countdown is on to the ultimate battle. CBS's Survivor premiered back in the summer of 2000 and forever changed television. From the challenges, alliances, even proposals, for 20 years viewers have watched it all unfold. And now 20 winners of the hit show will compete again. The 40th season, themed Winners at War, premieres this Wednesday, February 12th, right here on CBS. Before that, head to theaters to see the newest superhero film. Harley Quinn is back in Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn. Thank you to our director for adding that full title this time. Margot Robbie plays the title character who partners with a group of female superheroes trying to save a girl from an evil crime lord. Robbie says she pitched the film 5 years ago and credits the Me Too movement for helping get it made. Birds of Prey is out now. You don't have to go anywhere, though, to watch these next 3 films. Here are Will Loper's Oscar weekend picks in 3 things to watch.
It's a common complaint that all movies these days are remakes or sequels, but can that pay off come awards time? To celebrate the Oscars this Sunday, here's a look at 3 Best Picture winners that were sequels.
I'm making an offer, you don't refuse. Don't worry.
Al Pacino and Robert De Niro may not take home gold this weekend for The Irishman, but at least they'll always have 1974's The Godfather Part 2.
My father taught me many things here. He taught me, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
The film furthers the story of Michael Corleone, played by Pacino, as he expands his crime family empire.
I know it was you, Fredo. You broke my heart.
The film also shows the early life of his father, Don Corleone, played by Robert De Niro, who received an Oscar for his performance.
Bye. What faz tu piaget? Obrigado, Keys. You almost scored, though.
We're interviewing all the serial killers now in custody for a psychobehavioral profile. Could be a real help in unsolved cases. See, the one we want most refuses to cooperate. I want you to go after him again today in the asylum.
Who's the subject?
The psychiatrist Hannibal Lecter.
Okay, so it's not exactly a proper sequel to Manhunter, but 1991's Best Picture winner, The Silence of the Lambs, still continues the story of Hannibal Lecter.
We've tried to study him, of course, but he's much too sophisticated for the standard tests.
Memory agent, darling, is what I have instead of a view.
FBI agent Clarice Starling, played by Jodie Foster, needs help finding serial killer Buffalo Bill, so she enlists the help of Dr. Hannibal Lecter, Anthony Hopkins in an Oscar-winning role.
Quid pro quo. I tell you things, you tell me things. Not about this case, though. About yourself. Quid pro quo. Yes or no? Yes or no, Clarice? Poor little Catherine is waiting. Go, Doctor. This is your test. Every path you have trod through wilderness, through war, has led to this road.
Finally, a film that won a record-tying 11 Oscars and is the 3rd film in a trilogy is The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King.
We cannot achieve victory through strength of arms.
Not for ourselves.
But we can give Frodo a chance.
Watch the conclusion to the battle between good and evil as Frodo and Sam attempt to destroy the all-powerful ring in Mount Doom.
Order set. The pieces are moving.
I still only counts as one.
Now just make sure you watch the extended editions of the Lord of the Rings movies. It's only about 12 hours out of your life. Those are the 3 things you need to watch, and this is Will Loper for News 3 Now this morning.
Thank you, Will, for that. And while many people watch the Oscars to find out who wins Best Actress or Best Actor, Best Picture, in the next half hour, we'll show you the animated film up for an award and how this one could make history. Plus, an Oscar winner is in Madison this morning with a special purpose. We'll be right back.
It's Steinhoffel's Mega Mattress Clearance Sale. We have over $1 million in closeouts, floor samples, and one-of-a-kind mattresses that we need to sell now. This is your chance to save up to 70% on the best name brand mattresses. It's Steinhoffel's Mega Mattress Clearance Sale.
Where do you go to get the right answers about your money and investments? Are you stressed? Do you feel left in the dark, like no one's listening or even understands you? If this sounds like you, you're not alone. My name's Chris Klein. Over the past 25 years, it's been my mission to help people just like you. People that are great at creating wealth, but might need a little help keeping it. Text STRESS to 608-620-1111 to receive my signature breakthrough session. When we're done, you'll have a proven path on how to grow your wealth and protect it.
This President's Day,
I do solemnly swear to faithfully overcome all weather, seek new heights, and exercise my right to go anywhere and do anything in the longest lasting and best-selling 4x4 SUV brand. Take the oath of adventure at the Jeep President's Day event. Right now, well-qualified returning Grand Cherokee lessees can lease the 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4 for $279 a month.
My body is truly powerful.
I have the power to lower my blood sugar and A1C.
Because I can still make my own insulin. And Trulicity activates my body to release it, like it's supposed to. Trulicity is for people with type 2 diabetes. It's not insulin. I take it once a week. It starts acting in my body from the first dose.
Trulicity isn't for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it, you or your family have medullary thyroid cancer, or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, or severe stomach pain. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, belly pain, and decreased appetite, which lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
I have it within me to lower my A1C.
Ask your doctor about Trulicity.
Honk, honk, yes! Woohoo!
I don't mean to be nosy, but why are you so excited?
I'm on my way to get an oil change.
An oil change?
At Meineke, they not only replace my oil and top off my fluids, they also rotate my tires for free.
That does sound pretty awesome.
It is!
Maybe I should do that too.
Join the Meineke Rewards program to earn points for the dollars you spend. Receive free roadside assistance with select oil change packages. Go to Meineke.com to sign up today.
Steinhoffel sells more Tempur-Pedics than anyone else. And right now, get $300 in Steinhoffel's cash with any Tempur-Pedic. Get a Tempur-Pedic mattress for only $35 per month with Steinhoffel's 0% financing. We are your #1 Tempur-Pedic dealer.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now This Morning.
Welcome back, everyone. Good morning. It's February 8th. I'm Christina Laurie. Chris is tracking a major winter storm that will have many of us shoveling tomorrow. But first, we begin in New Hampshire this morning, where Pete Buttigieg and Bernie Sanders met face-to-face on the debate stage overnight after their neck-and-neck finish in Iowa. Sanders criticized the South Bend mayor, saying his campaign has taken money from billionaires. Buttigieg says voters shouldn't fall back on the familiar. Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar was the only candidate on stage to mention Wisconsin during the debate, which she did twice. Once when describing how her mom wanted to become a teacher in Wisconsin, and once when attacking President Donald Trump. She called his Republican tax bill problematic for dairy farmers in our state. President Trump plans to hold a campaign rally of his own in New Hampshire on Monday. Mike Bloomberg was not on stage overnight, but the former mayor of New York City is making a splash in Madison today. He's opening his 2020 field office with the help of someone you know. You're looking right at him. Actor Michael Douglas, known for his roles in Wall Street, The Kominsky Method, and more, will be in Madison this morning to campaign for Bloomberg. This is Bloomberg's second field office in Wisconsin, just steps away from the Capitol on Carroll Street. Runners and walkers are getting ready for a race entirely on ice this morning. The Frozen Assets Festival continues with a 5K on the frozen Lake Mendota. Also on today's schedule, curling demos and s'mores roasting. The family-friendly activities are all free. The money raised through donations for the event will go to the nonprofit Clean Lakes Alliance. Now here's meteorologist Chris Reese, who's been very busy in the weather office this morning. Hi, Chris.
Yeah, good morning, Christina. We do have an alert day here in the First Warren Weather Center as that next storm system begins to head our direction. And we are talking as much as 3 to 8 inches of snow throughout the viewing area. Now, those lower totals will be down towards the state line. Higher totals can be expected right around the Dells and points towards the north. Now, it's cloudy outside now, and you actually may begin to experience a flurry or two at times. Don't worry, folks. That is not the storm system coming our direction. Temperatures will be in the mid-20s by the time we get you towards lunch. We'll top out right around 30. And again, you see those little isolated flurries trying to pop up there. Here's what happens overnight. Skies actually clear out for a time. Temperatures drop towards 16. But you see those winds. They're coming out of the south. This is what we call in meteorology warm air advection. This is some of that warmer air coming into the picture. And with that, we will see those temperatures increase along with the leading edge of that winter storm moving in. We're going to be talking totals and impacts a little later in the show.
Thank you. Chris, we'll stay tuned for that. Well, we're just a day away from that snowstorm, a day away from the biggest night in Hollywood as well, and the scene is set. Crews have been working for weeks, getting LA's Dolby Theater ready to host film's biggest stars at the Oscars. Movies like Joker, Parasite, and 1917 are all competing for Best Picture at this year's ceremony. Nominations have been a point of controversy, though, with a lack of recognition, and nominations for female directors like Greta Gerwig, who directed Best Picture nominee Little Women. This year will be a bittersweet event for many as actors mourn the loss of Kirk Douglas, who died at the age of 103 earlier this week. In the animated short films category, a 7-minute short film could make history. It centers around the relationship between an African-American father, his daughter, and her hair. February is Black History Month, and CBS's Dana Bacchus spoke to the director about the importance of representation.
Videos like this one.
You're almost done. You're doing a good job.
Inspired an animated short film that is now a viral sensation. Hair Love has been viewed more than 14 million times on YouTube. The story is about an African-American father who is trying to figure out how to do his daughter's hair for the first time while the mother is away.
We wanted to normalize it.
Matthew A. Cherry is the director.
It was more about just that act of, you know, sometimes when somebody that loves you asks you to do something and you don't know how to do it, you know, you're going to try to figure that out to show them that you love them.
The former NFL player, who doesn't have children of his own yet, says the concept is universal, but for him, representation was important.
And this really felt like a good opportunity to, you know, show a young Black father who has tattoos, who has locks, you know, and, you know, kind of the person that if somebody saw him on the street, they may think a certain stereotype about him, but you wouldn't know that he's a loving father at home who, you know, thinks the world of his daughter.
The film is now nominated for an Oscar for Best Animated Short Film.
Did you think that this was possible? It's still a dream. I can't believe it's happening.
Should they win, producer and executive vice president of creative at Sony Animation, Karen Tolliver, will be the first African-American woman in that category to take home an Oscar.
That just blows my mind. I don't even know how to process that. I'd worked in animation for so many years on wonderful projects, but nothing so personal, nothing, you know, about our culture.
The film and now book by the same name are creating a new normal for African-American fathers and their daughters, and that's exactly what Cherry and Tolliver were hoping it would do. Danya Bacchus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Cherry will bring a special guest with him to this year's Oscars, Texas high school student DeAndre Arnold. Arnold was told he wouldn't be able to walk at his graduation in the spring unless he cut his dreadlocks. Cherry was frustrated by his story and invited him to the awards ceremony with him. Well, more local news now. The University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents has approved tuition hikes for non-resident and graduate students at 6 institutions. Increases will range between 1.5% and 25% at UW-Milwaukee, Oshkosh, Platteville, River Falls, Stevens Point, and Whitewater starting this fall. The Regents also approved $33 million in cost overruns for a pair of projects at the UW-Madison. The university is remodeling Babcock Hall and building a new meat science lab. The Regents unanimously approved a plan to use gifts, additional borrowing, and cash from UW-Madison to cover those shortfalls. Whether you're heading to the feed mill this morning for some spicy cheese bread or stopping by a local co-op to pick up what you need for dinner, Chef Paul joins us next with some easy ideas to get more Madison in your meals. That means a whole lot of cheese and meat. Hope you're hungry. We're cooking right after this.
April 18th is National Piñata Day, but you don't need to hit a papier-mâché unicorn to get stuff you want. Just become an AARP member. Get health tips, learn about the latest tech, have nights out at local restaurants, and more. Get your AARP membership today.
It's perfect. Thank you for choosing our home. Here's a list of our favorite spots to help you live like a local. And here is our Spectrum Wi-Fi password and a channel guide to help you settle in.
Did you say Spectrum?
Experience the fastest starting speeds for the price with Spectrum Internet. At 200 megabits per second, you'll enjoy faster surfing, streaming, and gaming. Switch to Spectrum Internet for $44.99 a month. Call 833-902-4499. Then lose yourself in the best in entertainment with more HD and more free on demand. With thousands of free titles to choose from and the best in live TV, there's always something on. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Plus, download the Spectrum TV app for more ways to watch. Call 833-902-4499.
It happened again. You guys were supposed to leave yesterday.
Is that my robe?
Is it?
Lose yourself in the best internet and TV with Spectrum. Switch now from $44.99 a month each, all with no contracts. Call 833-902-4499.
When cravings come on strong, be stronger with Nicorette Coated Ice Mint, layered with flavor. It's the first and only coated nicotine lozenge for an amazing taste that outlasts your craving. Nicorette Ice Mint.
Patients want something that works faster for them. Why would somebody want to suffer if there's options that they don't need to? I think dentists will want to recommend Sensodyne Rapid Relief. It's clinically proven to work in 3 days, which means for patients that they get relief very fast.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganser. Have you heard the news? Ganser Company is your home for J.D. Power's top-ranked window and patio door manufacturer, Infinity from Marvin. You'll get 80 years of our experience to make an informed decision in 80 minutes.
Schedule your free in-home consultation and get your home ready for the Wisconsin winter.
Ganser has the answer. Remember, 80 years and 80 minutes from a local family business of 4 generations.
I want a client who comes in to feel comfortable and to know that their case is in good hands so they can relax and get on with their life as best as they can and let me do the fighting for them. That's how I want them to feel.
Gingras, Thompson, and Walks. Insomnia is more than just a bad night's sleep.
It can actually contribute to serious health problems.
But which treatments are effective and safe? Experts share surprising facts you need to know. Monday on News 3 Now at 10.
Wisconsin voters deserve the truth. I'm News 3 Now's Amy Reed. I'm breaking down political ads, explaining whose money is behind them and separating truth from misinformation. Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
We're starting a new series this morning spotlighting local chefs and local producers. If you're looking for new weeknight dinner ideas, we are here to help. Paul from the Willie Street Co-op is here this morning to show us how we can put more Madison in our meals. Good morning, Chef.
Thank you for having me. Great honor to be here.
Oh, thank you so much for coming back. We always love having you here, and we love all of the local produce that you bring because here in Madison, we're kind of on a break from the farmers market around the capital, but we can still get a variety of really fresh ingredients. Can you talk about what we have this morning?
Yes, we have, believe it or not, Wisconsin-raised farm salmon. It's fabulous. Nelson Farm. Wisconsin meadow, beef, local farm, herb, and garlic actually is local from last year's crop.
Oh, wow.
Local pita bread, eggs for sure, Vitruvian Farm, oyster mushroom, local shiitake mushroom, definitely Wisconsin
cheese. That's
gotta have that, man. We Wisconsin, what do you think? And Wisconsin, of course, local butter and eggs. So we still have a lot of availability for our co-op. Please join our co-op as a member. If you're not, sign up.
And we'll have links of how people can do that at home, and we'll also have recipes for what you're making today.
Yes, we do.
So I want to talk about, you have steak pita pockets.
Yes.
Okay, those look very good.
All the local medium. I do a little, okay, that's easy. Just, you fry a piece of steak, and then sort of down whatever you want, and you slice, and you have sliced thin onion, and the local cheese, and reduce balsamic vinegar.
Okay, that's a secret ingredient, but people can probably put whatever they want in it based on their taste, too.
Exactly.
Very customizable. And then...
And this is Wisconsin.
This is what you're making this morning.
Fish cake.
Okay.
All right, this is very easy. Again, the recipe you can find from online or what do you say, co-op, right? This mixture of salmon, herb, whatever herb you want here, and breadcrumb, and secret ingredient. That's my secret ingredient, caper. To give it a little tangy, saltiness taste. And then now I'm gonna make that really quick. Oil here.
What kind of oil?
I use the cooking oil. It's a soft safflower seed oil.
Okay.
Yeah, because high smoke point helps a little bit.
What other types of oils also have high smoke points?
Peanut oil, grapeseed oil.
Okay.
Yeah, don't use, extra virgin oil is a little more. It's 350 degrees, gonna burn. So I'm gonna have here, so I have 4 little bowl here. You can use a hand, or you use, I don't want to use my hand because I don't want to soil my hand. Just kind of 4 little bowl here.
Okay.
And then when oil is hot, you just put in there.
Ooh, you can hear the sizzle.
Sizzle, yeah, you don't want that. And then for the second one here.
And what people at home can't smell, they can't see, is that it smells very good.
Smell counts.
Chef Paul smiling because he knows his work always smells
later on
good.
we're going to try. I love it. Thank you for having me again. Co-op, we feature a lot of local vendor, and we try to help local farmer. And that's what we do, you know. We try to help each other. So.
Yeah, it's such an important, distinct characteristic of Madison. We love our local producers. The farmers market is always huge, but I know not everyone always makes it to the indoor market inside Garver, so people can come out to the local co-ops. You guys have lots of different locations?
Yes, we have 3 locations, believe it or not. One in the east, one in the west, one in the north. Okay. I'm working on the west side, so if you have any question about cooking, please stop by. I'm there to serve you.
Thank you. So about how much time do you cook these on each side?
A good question. I want to kind of at least 2 to 3 minutes, let it brown a little bit. I don't want to use high heat, kind of medium to high heat, to kind of brown a little bit. After brown, I don't want to press down. I just let it go like this. And then once it's brown enough, so I'm just flip, okay?
Okay.
It's not brown enough for sure, but I can clean it on the way. Okay, once it's brown enough, I flip. You see that brown?
Yes. Ooh, a good crisp.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah, and it'll look like these when they're done.
Yeah, with a golden brown, delicious. That's what you want.
Oh yeah.
All right. And then another trick is, once you brown like this, if you make it really big, you can brown on both sides and finish in the oven.
Oh, okay.
Oven I use like 475 degree, kind of really hot. Probably 5 minutes and done. Because you want internal temperature reach about 145. That's about it.
More like a hamburger patty then. That size. Okay.
Yes.
Or a crab cake. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I know we've already had folks back in the newsroom. They were smelling this and they wanted to run out and taste it. So I'll let them know that 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe these will be ready.
Yeah. Don't fight. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You at home can find all these recipes up on our website, channel3000.com, as well as on the Willie Street Co-op's website. We'll be right back. Well, it's a great morning to head to the farmers market inside Garver or bundle up and cheer on runners and walkers on Lake Mendota. You're looking live over the Capitol right now. Chris is tracking Sunday snow and his full forecast just ahead on News 3 Now this morning, Saturday. But first, let's take a look at who is turning 3 years old today. Happy birthday, Hannah, and everyone else celebrating today.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
The Color Purple is the Tony Award winner for Best Musical Revival, a glory to behold.
At Overture Center, February 18th through 23rd. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
When you try the new Tempur-Pedic Breeze, you'll feel how it helps you sleep cooler. So no more nocturnal baking or polar ice cap air conditioner mode. Because the Tempur-Pedic Breeze transfers heat away from your body, so you sleep cool all night long. Experience the superior cooling comfort of the Tempur-Pedic Breeze today.
For a limited time, shop Tempur-Pedic at Denver Mattress and save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
For powerful relief from cold and flu symptoms without a prescription, try TheraFlu Multi-Symptom. TheraFlu dissolves in seconds, so it's ready to work before your first sip and absorbs quickly to target and attack 8 cold and flu symptoms fast. Try TheraFlu.
School bus drivers are an important part of each student's day, whether you're driving daily routes, field trips, or after-school sports and activities.
The people who drive with Lamers Bus Lines are your neighbors, friends, and family.
Their parents,
grandparents,
veterans,
and people in your community who care.
Join the Lamers Bus Lines family and enjoy high hourly wages, flexible schedules, and complete paid training. Apply in person or online at golamers.com/employment.
Event Essentials can help make your next company event memorable with our impressive rental selection. Tents, tables, chairs, decor, and more, we have it all. Contact Event Essentials certified professionals for expert design and rental options. Event Essentials. We supply everything but the guests.
He's been a leader throughout the country for the past 12 years. Mr. Michael Bloomberg is here.
Leadership in action. Mayor Bloomberg and President Obama work together in the fight for gun safety laws, to improve education, and to develop innovative ways to help teens gain the skills needed to find good jobs.
At a time when Washington is divided in old ideological battles, he shows us what can be achieved when we bring people together to seek pragmatic solutions.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Away from your TV? Not a problem. Get breaking news, weather alerts, and political coverage from the award-winning News 3 Now team. Plus, all things Madison. Stay connected anywhere with Channel 3000, Madison's #1 digital news source. News 3 Now First Alert Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, folks, we have a busy forecast, so let's go ahead and jump right on to it. If things are cloudy outside right now, we do have a chance for some flurries at times, but the bigger snow event, that comes our direction tomorrow. That could be heavy at times, and we're still trying to answer the question about whether or not we stay active into the weather pattern next week. Here's a storm right now that's coming our direction. The snows that you see across parts of Idaho and Montana, this is getting its act together, and that's getting ready to race from the west and towards the south and east as we go through the rest of tonight and into tomorrow. Here's some of those flurries that you see out there right now. Again, this is not going to be a big deal, but you may see a couple flakes falling from the sky today. Temperatures will be in the mid-20s by the time we get you towards lunchtime. We will top out right around 30 degrees, and you see that isolated chance for some flurries at times. Not everyone sees that, but the chance is certainly there. Overnight tonight, temperatures fall down into the teens. Then they begin to increase just a little bit with the southerly wind. This is the warm air that leads the storm system into the picture. So we are at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's when I expect western areas to be getting in on the snow. That'll be knocking on the door in Madison. By 6 o'clock, the leading edge of snow is in here. And folks, this isn't going to be one of those snows where you get some flurries and then it just kind of picks up. It's going to go from nothing to a lot quickly. We're talking 1 to 2 inch per hour snowfall rates at the leading edge of the system, and really at times throughout the morning. 9 o'clock, heavy snow for all of us here in south central Wisconsin. That takes us to lunch. And then pay attention to what's happening towards the south and west. That's where that drier air starts to come in. By the time you get you towards the early evening, the drier air should taper things off to flurries and snow showers as things become ending, or things begin to wind down rather, and temperatures fall back through the 20s. But that probability, folks, of at least 2 inches of snow, that is very high. And I'm pretty confident everyone sees at least 2 inches of snow. 4 inches of snow or more, that's likely going to be from about Madison, points towards the north and west, and then further back towards the north and west. That's where we're more likely to see at least 6 inches of snow. And that lines up exactly with where we do have the winter storm warnings right now in the pink. These blue areas are winter storm watches. Stay tuned to see how those get updated into the afternoon. And then the purples are winter weather advisories. And I do expect this to be expanded at least a county or two south and east by the time you get you towards the afternoon. 3 to 6 inches of snow in Madison. As you work your way down towards Janesville, I'd trim this back just a little bit to about 2 to 4. 1 to 3 south of the state line over towards Racine and Kenosha counties. Then from the Dells and points northward, that's where you're talking 6 to 8 inches of snow. Perhaps some folks getting in on a little bit more. But that's going to create impacts to your driving, your walking, and even your clearing, just because this could be a heavy wet snow at times. So we do have the alert day on Sunday, and then we pay very close attention to your Wednesday and Thursday. The models all week long had a snowstorm around then. They lost it. But I noticed a couple models overnight last night tried to trend back towards that idea. That's going to give weathermen and weatherwomen all kinds of runs for their money as we go through the next couple of days. But for now, we are going to focus on Sunday.
One snowstorm at a time.
Exactly. That's the best way you have to take it.
Thank you so much,
My
Chris.
pleasure.
Well, changing subjects now, we're just hearing reports that a soldier went on a shooting spree, killing at least 10 people today in Thailand. Be sure to stick with News 3 Now, both on air and online, for the latest on this just developing story. But first, this morning, quit looking at everybody as a problem. We gotta look at a solution. Those are the poignant words of a pastor turned chef who is that solution. We'll introduce you to him right after this.
At Diamond Select, our on-site goldsmith can create a beautiful, one-of-a-kind piece. Whether it's repurposing an old ring or creating from a picture on the line, we're here to help you create jewelry of your dreams. Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
The 27th Annual PBS Wisconsin Garden and Landscape Expo, February 7th through the 9th at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Information and advice spread among lush green plants, colorful flowers, vibrant designs of spring, and delicious bounties from home gardens and Wisconsin farms. Plus the all-new Nature Cat's backyard and a visit from Nature Cat himself. There's something for everyone at the PBS Wisconsin Garden and Landscape Expo.
When you try the new Tempur-Pedic Breeze, you'll feel how it helps you sleep cooler. So no more nocturnal baking or polar ice cap air conditioner mode. Because the Tempur-Pedic Breeze transfers heat away from your body. So you sleep cool all night long. Experience the superior cooling comfort of the Tempur-Pedic Breeze today.
For a limited time, shop Tempur-Pedic at Denver Mattress and save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Golden Cars is starting off the new year with a bang. Many vehicles priced under $99.95 or $155 per month.
Get a 2015 Hyundai Elantra for only $89.95 or $139 per month.
Or a 2015 Jeep Patriot for only $89.95 or $139 per month.
Or a 2010 Acura TSX for $99.95 or $155 per month.
Many vehicles to choose from for under $99.95 or $155 per month.
Go to Golden Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Golden, GoldenCars.com.
Okay then, why do professional builders and remodelers choose nuns? Oh, apparently it's reason number 163, which seems to be that, wow, people really feel it at a nun showroom. And it's not looking like the same experience when shopping online. So why should you choose nuns? Well, isn't it obvious? Nuns, kitchen, bath, and flooring.
Spend more time on your health, not your drive to the gym. Anytime Fitness has 40 area locations, so they're close to home and work. Get more strength training, more cardio, and more coaching at Anytime Fitness. Join by February 14th and get the month free.
From a diamond engagement to a diamond anniversary and everything in between, we shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to. At Diamond Select, we also fix, reset, and remake jewelry too. Diamond Select in downtown Stoughton.
Finally, this morning, there's a restaurant in Louisville, Kentucky, where the special is redemption.
Adriana Diaz takes us just there.
How y'all doing today?
At Barry's Cheesesteaks, Barry Washington, the owner and a pastor, greets everyone. But it's the helping hand he extends to his employees that's his real mission. Many have done jail time.
We gotta quit looking at everybody as a problem, and we gotta look at a solution.
You're a pastor. You usually preach at church.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you've brought church
through the cheesesteak.
These are his latest converts, teenage brothers Sean, Rodney, and DJ, who he first encountered when they were throwing bottles at cars from a nearby balcony.
I felt I had enough, and so I just used that method, throwing the hands up, trying to tell them, listen, I just want to talk to you when you come down.
You guys thought you were in trouble.
Yeah, I thought they were calling the police on us. He gave us a long speech.
Amen.
He told them he was no saint either. Years ago, he dealt drugs and was homeless until prayer and a stranger's kindness changed his life. He never did end up calling the cops. Instead,
I said, I want to give you a chance, teach you how to cook, give you a job. Let them fries get good and done, though.
now most of the boys' free time is spent here, under Washington's mentorship.
I just feel like he gave us a better choice to make money. Because some people are selling drugs, stuff like that. I guess he don't want to see us take the same route he took.
Mission accomplished. Adriana Diaz, CBS News, Louisville, Kentucky.
We were having a debate before this. That was a really great story. But you lived in Kentucky for a while, and I know I don't say it right.
I lived in Louisville, Kentucky, which is how we say it.
You should say it how you spell it.
You know, we always laugh when someone says Louisville or Louisville. That's always comedy. But anyways, we are watching that chance for some snow around here by the time we get you towards tomorrow. We do have an alert day in the forecast. Snowfall accumulations in Madison will likely be on the order of about 3 to 6 inches. Now, as you work your way down towards places like Jay Gainesville. Beloit, you're talking 2 to 4 inches, 1 to 3 over towards Racine and Kenosha. Then you get towards the Dells, back towards La Crosse. That's where we are likely to see 6 to 8 inches, if not locally even higher amounts in some spots. We're going to be watching Sunday very closely.
Probably no snow in Louisville, right?
There is actually.